What's going on, everyone? Here on our betting podcast, Week 16 NFL. I cannot believe that we're already Week 16 in the NFL.
Almost a playoff time, man.
Yeah, we're gonna
It's
try
crazy.
to help you guys beat Vegas today for my degenerates out there, and we'll see how that goes with these picks. So we're gonna start from our most confident selections and go down to our least, and we've got 3 picks each coming at you today. So Tony, why don't you start us off and tell me what you got?
With my most confident bet is Packers plus 4.5 against the Vikings. It's a Monday night game. Kirk Cousins 0-8 on Monday Night Football. Um, Rodgers has looked kind of iffy recently, but I feel like he'll get everything back on track. I think this is the game to do it. It's a big divisional game, and they're basically fighting right now for the lead in the division. So I trust in Rodgers to do it. I'm also very confident in under 45 points. Um,
I do like that
yeah,
play. I think it'll be a low scoring affair. The divisional unders
yeah,
to begin with are pretty cash.
45 is a lot of points.
Um,
I don't think that's going to happen, honestly.
45 is a lot for these two teams that are basically defensive minded at this point.
Yeah,
And
they're
this,
both run heavy defense minded teams.
hmm
Aaron Jones has been balling
They are running
recently.
teams, yeah. So they got that going for
Mhm.
them. They're going to run the clock, chew the clock a bit, and play some defense.
Yeah, so
Uh,
that's definitely my most
so
confident bet.
at four and a half's a lot of points
Yeah,
to. So they're basically saying the Vikings are decently better on a neutral field. So
yeah.
be
Kirk's
interesting.
Another thing is Kirk's record against teams with a winning record is 4-24. So not too good. And again,
Definitely.
that 0-8 on Monday Night Football, I don't know what it is about Monday Night Football with Kirk, but he just does not look the same for some reason.
Well,
I don't
he's
know.
got like this.
He's like this curse.
Not everyone is built like, Tom Brady. Some people, normal people, everyone
Yeah.
experiences this. They have anxiety, performance anxiety, whatever it may be. And this guy's clearly struggling. He's struggled with that in his career.
I think the
So,
Vikings will be fine. I think they'll make the playoffs still, but I don't think they'll beat the Packers. I
uh,
don't. I think I have the Packers winning too, on top of the plus
winning
four and a
outright.
half. Outright, yeah.
hmm
That's why I took 4.5. 4.5 is a lot of points. Even if they were to win outright, I still would have taken them.
I think Vikings win, but Packers cover.
Gotcha.
So
So what about you? What's your most confident bet?
my most confident bet is definitely got to be I'm taking the Bills over the
Yeah.
Patriots. The line was at 6.5, so I actually bought half a point, even though it's like pretty expensive to jump up from 6.5 to 7. It's a
7.
really key number,
Mhm.
but I'm pretty much always gonna do that if the spread's at 6.5. I'm gonna buy that half a point. Is always worth it. It's just one. Like how many times does a game land on 7?
That's actually my second most confident bet. That was my second one right there.
Right. So like the reason I took this is because Bills last time Patriots couldn't move the ball on
Dude,
them.
Brady's stats last game were atrocious.
They looked absolutely
They were,
horrendous.
for all you who don't know the stats. He had a 46% completion rate, 150 total yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a 45.9 passer rating. And that Bills D looks even better than they did the first time they played him. So Brady has looked very wishy washy recently, and I think the Bills know enough to contain him and just force them to use Brady. So
Brady had his it was his worst graded game of the season.
yeah,
Well, I don't even remember what week it was. Probably week.
it was on the
It was
earlier
early
weeks.
on for
Yeah.
sure. The total is really low at 38, which is another reason why I like this. The value here,
Mhm.
7 points is so much for the Bills team. That's like their young core. As the season goes on, they're gonna start to gel even more, and the game's gonna start to slow down for them.
You can see it now. The game's been slowing down for them more and more each week, and
hmm
this is another one of those weeks where I think this team could really surprise people. And if the Bills win this week, I'm pretty sure they're on top of the division.
no, the Patriots would still
They
be
just
on
have the
top.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, in order for the
Oh,
Bills
so
to
it's
win,
not.
in
Yeah,
order for the Bills to win the division, the Patriots would have to lose their last game as well.
which isn't
So
going to happen. I think they play the Jets. If I'm not
yeah,
mistaken. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
yeah.
But the Bills,
Actually, they play Miami. Oh no,
is it
no,
Miami?
the Bills play Miami.
That's it. Yeah,
But yeah, also another question mark here is the Patriots offense. We know how bad that's been
dude,
as of late, but
it's been very bad. I mean,
Julian Edelman's listed as questionable. He's banged up. I'm pretty sure he's been on the injury report for the last few weeks.
if he's out, That's a big blow.
Here's an interesting stat. Patriots offense is averaging 5 yards per play, 25th in the league. And it's not. I don't think it's going to turn around against this Bills defense.
Yeah, this is not the team to do
They
this.
are going to be foaming at the mouth at these guys. I mean,
100%.
can you imagine being dominated by one franchise in your division for 20 years, and now finally, here's their opportunity?
I really hope they take it. I want the Bills to win this game, but it should be interesting. This will be one of the best games of the week, I think.
There's there's definitely some underlying factors in this game that I think are being undervalued, such as Jonathan Jones, the Patriots slot cornerback. He's been ruled out, and he's had a pretty stellar year this year. And having Cole Beasley match up with whoever the Patriots have up next,
Yeah.
that could help the Bills out a lot on offense. I still don't think they'll move the ball successfully, but I have a lot of faith in them to cover this pretty big spread. Jason McCourty is also listed as questionable. And I can't really think of many Bills injuries besides maybe Ty and Seke
Yeah, I don't
that
know
have
if
any
they
type of impact.
No. So they're a pretty healthy team right now, and I think
Yeah.
I think that'll definitely be one benefit for them.
And then another factor that really played into this decision is Josh Allen, as a road underdog in his career, is 7-2-1 against the spread. Very profitable.
Impressive.
Very profitable.
Very impressive.
So yeah.
So what's your second? Is that the Patriots Bills was my second most confident bet, and I have them under 38. What do you have? Under?
I do like the under on
The
that.
under?
I do like the under.
They're just
16,
both struggling
yeah.
offenses that run a lot, but they're both these
Very
team
familiar
defenses
with each
are-
other. Any divisional game,
You never know.
any divisional game, especially with these two defenses, I'll take the under on that.
Yeah, for sure. What about your second most confident?
My second most confident bet this week is I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers at home over the Rams. So the spread when I got it was at -6, but I bought half a point on it. And so I got it at -120 for half a point. It's always worth it. -6, that's a key number. I want to get off that key number. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't want that the push risk, you know what I mean?
San Fran's going to blow us out. I think San Fran's going to win the game by like 2 scores. I'm not kidding. So, any of you out there betting, take San Fran. I'm not kidding. Like, we look flat. The Niners are on fire. They're coming off a loss to the Falcons, which I know they're not happy about, and they're fighting with Seattle right now for the top of the division. So, they have extra fire right now.
Here's some fire. Kyle Shanahan, after clinching his first playoff berth in his career as a head coach, after the game, he said, when someone brought it up that they made the playoffs, "That's cool, but it doesn't make me feel any better right now. This guy is going to draw some crazy stuff up against the Rams, and he is
Gonna
extra
annihilate
motivated
us.
going up against his buddy McVay. It's like a friendly rivalry, and I think that kind of brings out the best in Kyle Shanahan for sure. Like when they played the Saints, they dropped 48 on them in the dome because he was going up against Sean Payton. He wanted to shine. It's like a competition. It's just a little extra motivation.
You want another bet? George Kittle, player prop, whatever his yards are, take the over. I'm not kidding. Take the over. The dude's going to have a game, and so is Debo. I feel like Debo's another guy who's going to have a game.
Yeah, a factor that played into me picking the Niners. I'm so confident in this one. Is they're coming off a game where Jason Witten lit them up and Blake Jarwin. Blake Jarwin and Jason Witten. That you couldn't stop them. And now you're going up into Santa Clara and you gotta try to find a way and stop George Kittle. So
the best tight end in the league.
Good luck to the Rams on that one. And you got to think about this. The biggest mismatch of the game is the Niners D-line, as you know, against the Rams O-line.
Yeah. Our O-line's looked better, but it's that Niners D-line is one of the scariest D-lines in the league, if not the best.
They're generating pressure on at a 28.5% rate. It's just 4th in the NFL, and the Rams O-line has been one of the worst in the league.
And it's not even the Rams O-line. Goff under pressure.
Yep.
One of the worst quarterbacks under pressure.
I would never.
Not a chance.
Like, why would you back Jared Goff in this situation against that defensive line against the San Francisco 49ers? And Kyle Shanahan coming off an upsetting loss to the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah. I would not take the Rams. I'm not even a little confident that we even have a chance this week. I don't see it.
So, do you have anything for Patriots Bills? that you like? Like,
Anything that kind of stood
yeah,
out
because
to me?
yeah,
Well, the biggest thing that stood out to me was how bad Tom Brady played against them last time, and Tom Brady hasn't looked as good recently. And the Bills D has been clicking on an even higher. Like they look even better than they did in the beginning of the season. They're clicking better. So, and it's a divisional game, and I feel like the Bills are motivated because they're looking to knock off the Patriots. The last time a team that wasn't the Patriots won that division was '08, I believe, and it was the Dolphins. So the Bills, I don't remember. I don't even know the year the last time the Bills won the division, and I know they're looking. They're very hungry. So I just feel like
the
that made me
city's
kind of
hungry,
confident.
man. Feed them.
Best fans. I think the Bills have the best fan base, most loyal fan base. They're amazing. They're amazing to the team. So, but yeah. So that moves us on
All right,
to our
what's your next most confident bet?
my third most confident
For
bet is Chiefs minus 5.5 against the Bears,
okay,
and the over under is 43.5, and I'm gonna take the under.
okay,
Um, it's in Soldier Field.
yeah.
Um, I just don't trust Trubisky. Trubisky's just
I think this is a good time to kind of buy. I mean, sell high on the Chiefs and buy low on the Chiefs and sell
yeah.
high on the Bears. Trubisky strung together a couple good games. Like that's
Hmm.
likely to not keep up,
No,
and the
there's no
Chiefs'
way.
defense has been balling out.
Especially recently,
I
they've
don't think
been
I think they've allowed one passer to have a passer rating over. Oh no, sorry, they've allowed one guy this year to have like a PFF grade over 70 this year.
quarterback.
Quarterback,
Wow.
which is insane.
And Trubisky is not going to do that. So
So this is a good time to yeah, buy low on the Chiefs, sell high on the Bears.
yeah, and plus I feel like not a lot of people are really talking about how good the Chiefs have been recently, just in general. Um, Chiefs are actually on a 6 game winning streak right now. Very low key, but
The game's in Chicago.
it is in Chicago.
There's going to be about 13 mile per hour winds, so that should play a factor into the under.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And Patty's a better thrower, and I'm sure Patty doesn't mind the wind. He can still throw in the wind.
Hmm.
That guy's arm, he can throw whatever the
Through the
conditions are.
elements,
Dude, he was throwing in snow last week with no problem.
it
So
looked pretty good.
yeah, the Bears have a good defense. They're actually third in points allowed, so it's pretty impressive. But I don't know. I like 5.5. 5.5 is enough. I think the Chiefs will win by two scores, 10 points probably.
Hmm.
That's my guess.
I could see that.
But yeah, what
So
about you? Your
yeah,
favorite?
my last bet of the week here is Cowboys at Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles plus 1.5. If we weren't doing against the spread picks, I would just take their money line. And I was actually on the other side of this earlier in the week, and I kind of recently changed my mind with the development of Dak Prescott and the injuries that he's accumulated
Mhm.
over the last few weeks. With his index, he has a fractured index finger, I believe,
Yeah.
and he also now has what's being described as an AC joint sprain, which, according to some, can be pretty debilitating.
When did that come out?
Must have been yesterday, 2 days ago.
Oh, I didn't even see that
So he got it during the last game.
during the Rams.
Yeah, during the Rams game. So I do think the finger already was affecting his
Yeah,
accuracy
for sure.
over the last couple weeks, and now you add the shoulder in there. Eagles are probably, I think, getting back Nelson Aguilar. Not that he's great or anything, but he's better
Better than
than
what they have.
what they have. Yeah. So another factor is if Dak can't carry them this game, which I don't think he's going to be able to with his injuries,
Mhm.
they're going to have to run the ball. However, Eagles defense allowing 90.4 rushing yards per game this year should be able to slow down Zeke, make Dak throw to win the game, and I think effectively that's going to lead them to victory,
The
and
only, the
that'll
only,
that'll lock up the division for him.
who did the Eagles play last week of the season? Isn't it
It's a
divisional?
divisional game.
Yeah.
It's
Is it you guys or the Skins?
Eagles play the Giants.
Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so basically, whoever wins this wins the division.
So that 90.4 rushing yards per game this year, that's third best in the NFL. And they're also top 10 in yards per carry. They're allowing only 4 yards per carry,
Wow.
which is, I believe it's eighth or ninth in the NFL. So
Yeah,
if
as long
they're
as-
able to slow down that running defense, make Dak beat you, and I think they got this. And
Yeah.
this is the game Wentz proves everybody wrong. Last 2 weeks, however long I can remember, these guys have not had any weapons. They didn't use their receivers last week. I think receivers got targeted maybe 4 times. I think they targeted, what's his name?
Greg Ward.
Greg Ward. That was the only receiver they targeted, and they targeted him 4 times, and they still won the game. So hopefully Nelson Aguilar comes back and has a big impact in this game. And yeah, I'm taking the Eagles, looking to go 3-0 this week. If you guys want to make a quick buck, then don't fade me, all right? You better take me, okay, guy?
No, seriously, the best bet, I think, like, we both kind of agreed on the Bills plus 6.5.
Yeah.
That's probably the best bet to take, honestly. And I do like the Packers a lot, plus 4.5.
Don't fade me. Don't fade me. You're gonna regret it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Michael, you've been pretty good.
I've been
on fire.
I've been on fire.
Yeah.
I've been on fire. Don't fade me.
Pretty good.
So don't fade me.
But yeah, guys. So.
Yep.
Those are our picks.